This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. In the wake of International Women's Day 2022 being celebrated on Tuesday, a number of parliamentarians taking the time out in the lower chambers this morning to give powerful female figures in government praise, namely Janet Gwyneth Bostwick, who was the first woman to serve as acting prime minister, first female attorney general, and the very first female member of parliament in the Bahamas. Minister of Social Services and Urban Development Obi Whitcomb had nothing but kind words for Mrs. Bostwick and other females in government.
Madam Speaker, this year we will celebrate the 40th anniversary of Dame Janet Bostwick election to Parliament. That is rather significant. 40 years ago, in a country that will be 50 years old next year, it speaks to the gigantic steps we've made. Look at the Parliament today. Look at the numbers we have in here today. Madam Speaker, all of these women here we must be very proud of and the work that they've been doing in our country. And I wish to celebrate all of you because I know there's much more work to be done. As the minister responsible for gender equality, I am fully aware of the issues that we are discussing and the issues that have been brought to our attention. The issues ranging from marital rape to equal pay to gender equality generally. We are tasked with the challenge, Madam Speaker.
Minister of Education, Technical and Vocational Training, Glenys Hannah Martin, also lending her voice to the celebration and expression of gratitude for the life of former Senator, the late Patricia Coakley. Minister of State for Public Service, Pia Glover-Roll, also speaking highly of the former senator, whom she had many interactions with.
Patricia Coakley was in many ways a very amazing woman. She came from Baintown. And that, when you read her obituary, you saw that was something that she never omitted for the world to know. And her stellar ascension through life is a testimony and really an exemplary rollout for all of us to see and experience.
I reflect on her profound impact on me as a primary school student. Her humble yet firm demeanor, her ability to have such a kind spirit, her devotion to Catholicism, and of course, like the member for Angliston would have reflected, she was a staunch PLP woman, a woman that ascended to senatorship, and I can say on whose shoulders we as women who sit in this parliament now stand.
The United Nations theme for 2022 International Women's Day was Gender Equality Today for a Suitable Tomorrow. And as a result of the appointment of Mr. Wendell Jones as the Bahamas ambassador to the United States of America, it has become necessary to make adjustments to the management of Jones Communications Network. Upon taking the oath of office on Monday, the 7th of March, Mr. Jones was relinquished the position of Chief Executive Officer of the company. Appointed to that position is Ms. Kimberly Jones, a longtime employee of the company. She has previously served as Vice President and Human Resources Manager of the company. Ms. Jones has worked with the company since 1994. She graduated from St. John's College, Nassau, and attended the College of the Bahamas and Florida International University. Mr. Jones said Kim was associated with JCN from day one and has witnessed the evolution of the company. She knows JCN in all facets and is best able to sustain and grow the company based on the mission statement. Appointed Chief Operating Officer is Mrs. Christy Stubbs, who has served in the capacity of Deputy General Manager of Finance for the last 14 years. She will continue in her role as the officer responsible for accounting and overall infrastructure of JCN. Mrs. Stubbs is a graduate of St. Augustine's College in New Providence and Belmont Abbey College in North Carolina. Mr. Jones said Christie has proven herself to be a steady hand in the management of the financial resources of the company over the last decade, and her level of efficiency enabled JCN to weather the travails of the world's financial crisis, including the last recession and the pandemic. Promoted to the position of programming manager is Ms. Carla Smith. She is one of the longest-serving employees working with the company for 25 years. Mr. Jones commented that Carla has been a steady hand in the company and has superintended the traffic department, organizing the airing of both radio and television commercials in an efficient manner. In recent years, she was given responsibility for the day-to-day management of both radio and television programming. The outgoing CEO said he is confident that the three persons promoted will work together harmoniously to advance the interests of JCN while staying abreast of the technological challenges and maintaining the brand of Love 97 FM, which is supported by tens of thousands of loyal listeners in the Bahamas and over the World Wide Web. Mr. Jones expressed his gratitude to the business community for reposing tremendous confidence in the efficacy of JCN over the years for advertising, and assures the public that the standard of performance will be maintained, if not enhanced, by the management team that has been an integral part of the growth of the company. Well, that does it for news this evening. Once again, I'm Leah Cooper, and from all of us here at JCN News, have a wonderful evening, everyone.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.